Okay, for the last 10 years, there have been several attempts to try and murder me. There's been things set up in my house. I've been put in prison on total kangaroo charges, corrupt set-up charges by Lancashire Police. They've totally abused the criminal justice system, used Preston Crown Court for their own complete fabricated trials, corrupt bumpkin kangaroo courts. They just completely abused the criminal justice system, where I've been dragged through courts on charges that have been proven off the first list is not even to be submissible evidence in a court of law. Yet again, I've gone through Preston Crown Court, and I've been thinking why this could happen, why it could be. And I'm going to tell you a story. And it's quite an unbelievable story, but it is true, and I have probably got people to back me up. In fact, I have got someone that will back me up on it. I know a girl who is a dominatrix, right, and she likes a bit of cocaine as well. And she rang me up a few years ago when I was working at a place called Mittenfold, and she told me to come down to her house in the morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I was working at Mittenfold. I said, I'll come down, but you're going to have to give me a lift to work. She said, right. As I got outside the house, a black Lexus parked up outside the house. This Lexus belonged to a Crown Court judge, because I stood in front of that judge on a complete corrupt trial at Preston Crown Court. I went into the house, and what I saw, I couldn't believe. I've seen some shit in my time, but this was perverted, sick, twisted. There was a guy laid on a bed, a massage bed, and he was laid face down, and he had a gas mask on. And from the gas mask, there was a tube coming onto the floor. And I walked into the room and I could smell shit. It stunk of human shit. This guy, with a gas mask on, was sniffing a massive big fucking turd that was in a pair of knickers on the floor at the end of the tube to the gas mask. Now, she took his gas mask off when I was stood in front of him, right? And I saw who that guy was. And I appeared at a complete kangaroo jumped up false trial in front of that guy at Preston Crown Court when they accused my dog of biting a 6-year-old Asian girl. Also, that judge passed me when I was walking my dog up Blackgate Road in his black Lexus. So I'm thinking, could this be something to do with why people are so desperate to murder me? Because I can't think of any other reason. Apart from my ex-girlfriend, obviously. She did try and poison me quite a few times and send me back to the house when we was walking to town. When she said she forgot something, I got back to the house and all the gas was left on the cooker, trying to murder me. But yeah, these are the kind of people that are running our courts. Sick, perverted people like him. And you can go and speak to Becky. She lives on Progress Avenue down Little Harwood. He was a Crown Court judge who I was put in front of on complete corrupt, false, fabricated charges of my dog biting a 6-year-old Asian girl. And 2 years before I appeared in front of him, it was proven that the evidence that were provided wasn't even an injury from a dog. It was an old scabbed injury on a picture of a leg. You can't charge somebody with a picture of a leg. Yet again, run it through court for 2 years, through magistrates' court, and then it goes to Preston Crown Court. But I'm starting to think that this could be the reason why they're so desperate to murder me and get rid of me. Because 100% that guy led on that table with that gas mask on, sniffing a big pile of shit in a pair of knickers on the floor, was the same guy that was sitting on the bench on the total corrupt trials at Preston Crown Court.